Hello?
Hello, Roger. This is Anne.
Oh, hi, Anne. How have you been? And how's your new apartment working out?
Well, that's what I'm calling about. You see, I've decided to look for a new place.
Oh, what's the problem with your place now? I thought you liked the apartment.
Oh, I do, but it's a little far from campus, and the commute is just killing me. Do you think you could help? I thought you might know more about the housing situation at the school.
Okay, what's your budget like? I mean, how much do you want to spend on rent?
Somewhere under $200 a month, including utilities if I could. Oh, and I prefer it to rent a furnished apartment.
And anything else?
Yeah, I need a parking space.
Well, I know there's an apartment complex around the corner that seems to have a few vacancies. I'll drop by there on my way to class today.
Hey, thanks a lot.
No problem.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope you're all having a great time. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a really interesting topic. It's about making suggestions. Okay, but what is more interesting is, guys, we have studied this lesson before. Let me show you how. So let's take a look at level 1. This is level 1, unit 18. Asking for suggestions and giving suggestions. Okay, let's take a look at level 2. This is asking for advice and giving advice. And this is also level 3, making recommendations and acknowledging recommendations. This is what is nice about Speak Now course. Okay guys, actually this is the reason that I decided to teach this course in the first place. Do you see? I showed you these guys to tell you that Speak Now course is a series of lessons that are all connected with each other, and that is really cool. Okay, so today's lesson is just gonna be like a revision to you all. Okay, so the first aim we have here is making suggestions, as you see here. Okay, making suggestions and then commenting on suggestions. I think you know what is suggestion, right? For example, maybe you have a friend. Okay, you tell your friend, you know, I have a friend who keeps lying to me, who always tell me what is not the truth, and so your friend is gonna suggest to you, and he's gonna say, okay, you can keep him for a while. Okay, this is the suggestion that your friend gave you. You can keep your friend for a while. You can be a friend with him for a while, okay? And then this is the suggestion, right? And then you comment on his suggestion and you would say, well, do you think it's a great idea? You see, you commented on his suggestion. So this is today's topic. Somebody gives you a suggestion and then you comment on his suggestion. And if you look at the title of the lesson, it is You Put Up With A Lot. You put up means endure. Okay, endure. Okay, you accept so many things from your friend. Put up is a phrasal verb. You endure so many things from your friend. Okay, maybe your friend keeps lying to you, keeps swearing at you, telling you bad words, but you still keep your friendship with him because you want to, you know, just be friendly with him. So you put up a lot, you know, with your friend. You accept so many things from him. You endure so many things from him. Let's jump to the vocabulary section. It says, read the sentences about common friendship problems. Check the ones you have experienced, you have faced. Okay. Your friend seems to feel awkward around your other friends. Okay, feel awkward means feeling not normal, feeling kind of shy, kind of strange, weird. Okay, this is what awkward means. And I think I have, or maybe feeling not comfortable, okay, around your friends. This is awkward, and I've written the, you know, the meaning of it in Kurdish too. Awkward. Okay. So maybe you want to hang out with your friends, and you also have a friend, so you tell your friend, okay, you know, tonight I'm going to hang out with a couple of my friends, do you want to hang out too? And he's gonna tell you, yeah, sure, I'd love to. But when you are around your friends and you also have your friend is gonna, you know, he's not gonna talk with your friends, or maybe he's gonna grab his phone and he would call his friends. Come on, you are around your friend, why you're acting like this? This is feeling awkward because he's not feeling comfortable. Okay, so he doesn't talk with your friends. This is feeling awkward. You confront face to face. telling face to face, confront. Okay, this is the meaning of confront in Kurdish. Okay, so you confront your friend about a problem and he or she gets angry and stops talking to you. For example, you have a friend who talks a lot. He's really talkative. Okay, and you tell your friend, you know, I love you, you are a good friend, but you have something that I don't like, which is you talk a lot. Okay, and your friend is gonna tell you, who's talking a lot? You mean I'm talkative? Okay, you don't have to talk with me anymore, and we are not friends anymore. This is what confront is. Confront is telling something to someone face to face, one to one, eye to eye. Okay, this is confront. Your friend wants to hang out with you all the time, but you have things to do. Oh, this is actually my case because I'm really busy. So there are so many cases that my friends tell me, okay, let's hang out tonight, maybe to the nearby park or maybe to the shop. And I tell them, okay, sorry, I'm really sorry. There's so much on my plate. I have so many things to do, I can't. So usually I tell my friends, when you decide to go out with me, try to inform me in advance, before that, okay, before that, so we can go out. Maybe you could inform me a day before that or a couple days before that. That's gonna be better. Okay, hang out means going out and enjoying some time with your friends. Your friend keeps asking you to lend him or her money. Oh, this is really bad. Okay, this is really problem in friendship. Okay, maybe you have a friend, you don't trust him or you don't trust her, and then he asks for money. You don't know what to do. Okay, you feel shy to tell him, you know, I don't trust you to give you money, and then actually maybe eventually you just gave him the money because you just feel shy to maybe refuse that. So keeps means continuing doing that. Keeps. Okay, your friend is pushy around your other friends and constantly interrupts them when they talk. Okay, your friend, you know, he puts his nose into their topics. Okay, maybe your friend is from Erbil and you know, he's talking about that he visited Slimani and then he likes Slimani a lot, and then your friend is gonna tell him, no, I don't like Slimani, I have been to Slimani a lot. No, you're not telling the truth. Come on, why you are pushy? Why you put your nose into their topic? And then this is pushy. Okay, or sometimes it's also called interfere. Put your nose into people's business. Your friend expects you to put up. You see, put up. We have in the title of the lesson to put up with his or her lateness, lateness, but he gets upset when you are late. Oh, this is really problem. It means that your friends expects you to feel normal. Okay, to feel normal when he's late. Okay, but when you have an appointment with him and you are late, then he's gonna start blaming you and fighting with you and why you're late and why you're not on the time, This is really a big problem. Okay, your friend lied to you. Okay, and you're beginning to resent him. Okay, resent is like hate, but it is, you know, stronger than hate. Okay, you hate someone, but you resent someone that you don't want to see their face, right? This is resent. You really hate. Okay, or because of it. So because of the lie, you want to resent him, or you resent him. Okay, you really hate him. This is the meaning of resent and courage. Okay, be careful, it's not hate. Okay, so now let's move to part B. It says describe a problem you have had with a friend. Are you still friends with the person? Okay, so look here, pay attention to my examples that I've written it to you here. You can see I have written to you that my friend it keeps lying to me, so I decided to put an end to our friendship. Put an end. It's a nicer way to say finish, okay? Or end your friendship, okay? Put an end. Stop, finish, end to our friendship. I'm not longer, friend with you. I was late for the appointment with my friend, and now he's furious. Furious means very angry, okay? Like he's on fire, furious. I don't know how to make up with him again. Okay, make up means making peace, starting to talk with him normally again. You see, this is the meaning of make up in Kurdish. Okay, make up with friends. Okay, so guys, now let me give you more examples about today's topic. Okay, vocabulary part B. I don't want to lend my friend some money because he took almost a year to pay me back. Now he's asking again for money, and I don't know how to tell him I don't want to give you money anymore. Have you thought about, confronting him? My friend's gonna tell me no. Have you thought about confronting him? Have you told him that face to face that I don't want to give you money? And I'm gonna tell him, do you think it's a good idea? He will not be angry with me? And he's gonna tell me, I'm not sure. You see, my friend gave me a suggestion like, have you thought about confronting him? This is his suggestion. And okay, I'm gonna comment on his suggestion. I'm gonna tell him, do you think it's a good idea? And he will not be angry with me, and he's gonna tell me I'm not sure. Okay, this is how you talk about suggestions. Okay, now let's move to the conversation section and listen to these guys and see what they are talking about.
Lesson 4. You put up with a lot. Page 8. Conversation. A. Listen. Why isn't Pablo with Ingrid and Robert? What is Robert going to do?
Hi, Robert. Where's Pablo? I thought he was hanging out with us tonight.
Hi, Ingrid. He cancelled at the last minute.
Again? You put up with a lot from him.
Yeah, he keeps doing it. I'm starting to resent him for it.
Have you tried confronting him about it?
Do you really think that's a good idea? I don't want to be pushy and have an awkward conversation.
If you don't feel comfortable talking to him, you might want to consider texting him about it.
That's not a bad idea. I'll give it a try.
Great. Let me know how it turns out.
So guys, now it's time for testing your listening skills. Okay, look at part C. It says listen, write the 3 express sentences you hear in the conversation, practice the new conversation. Okay, so let's hear. Okay, so
Page 8. Conversation. C. Listen. Write the 3 extra sentences you hear in the conversation. Practice the new conversation.
ready? Let's start.
Hi, Robert. Where's Pablo? I thought he was hanging out with us tonight.
Hi, Ingrid. He cancelled at the last minute.
Again? You put up with a lot from him. He did this last time.
Again.
A lot from him. He did this last time.
Again.
A lot from him. He did this last time.
He did this last time.
Yeah, he keeps doing it. I'm starting to resent him for it.
Have you tried confronting him about it? You should talk to him.
Again.
Confronting him about it? You should talk to him. About it? You should talk to him.
Again.
About it? You should talk to him.
You should talk to him.
Do you really think that's a good idea? I don't want to be pushy and have an awkward conversation.
If you don't feel comfortable talking to him, you might want to consider texting him about it. And you can think about what you're going to write.
Again.
Consider texting him about it. And you can think about what you're going to write. And you can think about what you're going to write.
Again.
Consider texting him about it. And you can think about what you're going to write.
You can think about what you're going to write. Okay?
That's not a bad idea. I'll give it a try.
Great. Let me know how it turns out.
And guys, if you didn't understand of the audio file, then this is the transcript of it at the end of the book. You can see page 99, lesson 4, conversation part C. And you see he did this last time, and you can see you should talk to him. Okay, this is the extra sentences you hear in the conversation, and you can think about what you are going to write. Okay, this is page 99. So guys, this is language booster section, and this is how you comment on things, and of course you make suggestions first, and then how you could comment on the suggestions. First, look at the this blue column here. We have making suggestions. It says, have you thought about blah 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 blah? Have you tried blah blah blah? Have you tried confronting him? Have you tried calling him? Have you tried texting him? Have you tried visiting him? Have you tried seeing him? Have you tried seeing him face to face? Okay, this is how you make suggestions. Okay, we have another. Of course, this is the the Kurdish translation for each of the sentences, and then you might want to consider. Okay, then make your suggestion, or you might want to think about the suggestion. You might want to consider seeing him. Be careful, please, guys. The verb must be in the continuous form, in the progressive form. It must have ing at the end of it. Okay, you might want to consider seeing him. You might want to consider writing a message to him. You might want to consider visiting him. Right? This is how you make suggestions. And then when you say, have you thought about confronting him, you can say, this is how you comment on the suggestions. Okay, do you think that's a good idea? Okay, my friend gave me that suggestion, and now I'm commenting on his suggestion. Do you think that's a good idea? And my friend is gonna tell me, have you tried to calling him? And I'm gonna tell him, wow, that might work, that might be successful, that might be suitable, that might be good. Okay, or maybe your friend is gonna tell you, oh, have you tried visiting him? And I'm gonna say, that's worth thinking about it. Okay, that's worth thinking about it, or maybe that's worth thinking about. Okay, or maybe I'm not really sure that would work. Okay, your friend's gonna tell you, you might consider paying a visit. Paying a visit is also meaning visiting him. You might want to consider visiting him. Why not? Okay, and your friend is gonna tell, oh, I'm not really sure that's gonna work. Okay, I'm not really sure that's gonna work. I'm not sure that's gonna be successful. Okay, I'm not really sure that he's gonna like it. Okay, or maybe you're gonna say, you might want to think about calling him. Okay, calling him via Viber, WhatsApp, or maybe via cell phone. Okay, and well, that's not a good idea. Sorry, that's not a bad idea. Okay, that's a good idea. That's not a bad idea. I'm not really sure that's gonna work. Do you think that's a really good idea? That might work. Okay, this is how you make suggestions. Okay, look at part B. It says share and give advice about the friendship problems below. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 problems. My friend is ignoring me. My friend told my secret. Okay, he spilled the bean. Okay, he spelled the bean also means telling secrets. My friend lied about me. Look at the examples I gave you here, guys. Look at them. Okay, so we have here In fact, my friend is ignoring me since he got this new job. Okay, I'm telling my friend this, and my friend is gonna suggest to me. Okay, this is his suggestion. He's gonna say, well, have you tried calling him? And I'm gonna tell him, actually, yes, I tried, but he didn't answer. So I'm not really sure that would work. Okay, I'm not really sure that would work. Okay, so let me give you more examples about that, guys. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna give you this case too. Recently, I have this problem with my friend, which is whenever he calls for hanging out, I'm ready. But when I'm telling him, let's get out for some time to the nearby park, he keeps finding nonsense excuses to not go out with me. I really feel bad about that. And then my friend is gonna tell me, oh, you might want to consider ignoring him for a while. Okay, this was his suggestion, and now I'm going to comment on his suggestion, and I'm gonna tell him that's not a bad idea. Okay, this was another example, guys. Now let's look at the pronunciation section. Guys, this is really important, which is the reduction of have you. While we speak, we never say have you. No, we say have you, have you, have you. You see, have you? Like this. Have you thought about asking her? Have you thought about asking her? I'm not saying have you thought about asking her. No, I'm telling you, have you thought about asking her? Have you thought about asking her? It's like a sewing machine, guys. Sewing machine. Have you thought about asking her? Have you thought about asking her? Have you thought about asking her? Have you tried confronting him about it? Have you tried confronting him about it? Have you tried confronting him about him? About it, sorry. Have you considered texting him? Have you considered texting him? I'm not saying have you considered. No, have you considered texting him? Okay, this is really important, and I'm now going to play the audio track.
Page 9. Pronunciation. A. Listen. Notice the way have you is reduced in these sentences to sound like have ya. 1.
Have you thought about asking her?
2.
Have you tried confronting him about it?
3.
Have you considered texting him?
So have you? Have you? We're not saying have you. This is really important. While you're speaking in English, try to reduce it. Okay, have you? And the last section we have here is the speak with confidence. So look, it says look at the friendship problems in the vocabulary section. Think of a possible solution for each problem. My friend, expects me to put up with his lateness, but gets upset when I'm a few minutes late. Oh, okay, so now it's time for suggestion, and my friend's gonna tell me that's not fair. You might want to consider saying something to him. Okay, this is the topic. Okay, this was actually another example. So now we're moving to the conversation section together. We will be having a conversation together. Okay, so are you ready? Let's move to the next section. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the conversation section. Okay, so now my friend has a problem, and my friend is gonna tell me his problem. Okay, he's gonna tell me, you know what, I feel manipulated when I'm around Sardar, and I think he's using me. Last week he was really nice with me, and he asked for my car 3 times. After that, I haven't heard from him since then. Okay, and okay, so I'm gonna tell him my suggestion. I'm gonna tell him, you might want to consider telling him that you don't like this. You don't like being used. You can tell him that I don't like your behaviors. I don't like your attitude. Okay, this was my suggestion. Okay, my suggestion was you might want to consider telling him that. So now my friend is gonna comment on my suggestion, and he's gonna tell me, that's worth thinking about. That's worth thinking about. Okay, so now you have time, you can talk about the problems that you have with your friends. Maybe it's about jealousy, your friend is jealous, or maybe you have a lot of differences with your friend, you like something and your friend likes something else, or maybe it's about, you know, problems and conflicts that you have with him. You have a lot of troubles and problems with him. Or maybe it's about mistrust. You don't trust your friend, you mistrust your friend, you don't trust your friends at all. So now you have time, and go ahead and so guys, this was the end of today's lesson. Inshallah, God's willing, we will catch up in the next lesson. Okay, so take care of yourself until the next lesson.